Hello everyone, welcome to online bridge course classes. My name is Srimati Sushma Kammar. I am working as a lecturer in physics in Basaveshwar Independent PU College Vidyagiri since from 4 years. Dear students, in this video we will discuss the bridge course for first PU students. Now let us start with the introduction. So, dear students, let us learn the first concept, that is science. So how we are going to define science? What is science? Let us learn. The word science is derived from a Latin word scientia, meaning to know or knowledge. Scientia means nothing but is the knowledge that we gain from the nature. So in the sense, science is nothing but it is the state of knowing. Science is a very vast subject. It consists of various branches. In this video, we will discuss the main branches of science. So basically, there are two branches in science. They are, first one is physical science and second one is biological science. The sub-branch physical science is again further divided into two categories. They are, first one is physics and second one is chemistry. So hardly we are going to differentiate the subjects physics and chemistry. In this video, we will stress on our subject, that is physics. Mainly, we are concerned with the bridge course for first few students in the subject physics. Now, let us learn what is physics. Dear students, how you are going to define physics? So, physics means it is a Greek word which is derived from physis. The meaning of physis means nature. So, in the sense, physics is nothing but the study of nature. Physics is the study of matter in relation with energy. Already you know that matter is nothing but anything which occupies space and having mass. And what is energy? Energy is nothing but the capacity to do work. So if we are going to relate matter and energy, and that study we known as physics. Physics is also defined as the study of basic laws of nature. So already I have told that physics is the study of nature. So the things which are working in nature are depending upon some basic rules. So if we study the basic rules of this nature, that study is known as physics. So this is the definition of physics. Now let us move to the branches of physics. Physics is a vast subject. It consists of various branches. Now let us learn one by one. So here there are few branches I have mentioned here. So the first one is classical physics, second one is modern physics and nuclear physics, atomic physics, geophysics, biophysics, mechanics, acoustics, optics, thermodynamics and lastly astrophysics. So students, I think you are curious about branches of physics. I will explain briefly these various branches of physics. So the sub-branch of physics, the first one is classical physics. So what is classical physics? Classical physics means it is the branch of physics which deals with the study of movement of objects. For example, the movement of car, bicycle, aeroplane, etc. are all studied under classical physics. Physics that does not make use of quantum mechanics or the theory of relativity. Newtonian mechanics, thermodynamics, and Maxwell's theory of electromagnetism are all examples of classical physics. Many theories in classical physics break down when applied to extremely small objects, such as atoms or to objects moving near the speed of light. Classical mechanics refers to the classical physics of bodies and forces, especially Newton's laws of motion and the principles of mechanics based on them. Classical physics gives the basic rules, those are Newton's laws. The movement of objects based on the Newton's laws, this study is called as classical physics. But the classical physics is also having certain limitations. In the further study, we are going to overcome these limitations. And hence, the study which overcomes the limitations of classical physics defines a new branch of physics, that is modern physics. So, how you are going to define modern physics? Modern physics is the latest branch of physics which deals with the study of special theory of relativity, quantum mechanics, and general relativity. Modern physics is a branch of physics either developed in the early 20th century and onward or branches greatly influenced by early 20th century physics. Notable branches of modern physics include quantum mechanics, special theory of relativity, and general relativity. Classical physics is typically concerned with everyday conditions, but modern physics is concerned with more extreme conditions such as high velocities that are comparable to the speed of light, small distances comparable to the atomic radius, and very high energies. In general, quantum and relativistic effects are believed to be exist across all scale, although these effects may vary in small scale in everyday life. So the next branch of physics, that is nuclear physics. So nuclear physics is the most interesting branch of physics, and I am the specialization in nuclear physics. So nuclear physics is the study of interactions within the nucleus of an atom and the characteristics. So already we know that the elementary particles of atom are proton, electron, and neutron. The nucleus of atom consists of two elements, those are proton and neutron. The various interactions between proton and neutron. The study under these interactions is called as nuclear physics. Nuclear physics should not be confused with atomic physics, which studies the atoms as a whole, including its electron. But nuclear physics is mainly concentrated on the study of nuclei and its characteristics. Discoveries in nuclear physics have led to the applications in many fields. These include mainly nuclear power, nuclear weapon, nuclear medicine, and magnetic resonance imaging. The next branch of physics, that is atomic physics. Atomic physics is the study of system of electrons and an atomic nucleus. It is primarily concerned with the arrangement of electrons around the nucleus and the processes by which these arrangements change. So hence, the atomic physics is the field of physics that studies atoms as an isolated system of electrons and an atomic nucleus. The next branch of physics, that is geophysics. Geophysics is the branch of physics which deals with the study of physics of the Earth and its environment in space. Geophysics is a subject of natural science concerned with the physical processes and physical properties of Earth and its surroundings. Geophysics is the investigation of the solid and molten Earth using physical principles, which allow studies on large scales and of the otherwise inaccessible deep Earth. Geophysical methods are used to study large-scale earth structure, to measure the exact shape and size of the planet, to study the dynamics of the Earth's interior and tectonic plates, to study the history of Earth's magnetic field and its present state, to study the physical properties of rocks and minerals at or near the surface, as well as those in the core, and finally, to study the physical causes and effects of earthquakes. All of these studies are represented by a branch of physics that is geophysics. Next one is biophysics. So how we are going to define biophysics? Biophysics is the another branch of physics that deals with the application of laws of physics to the biological phenomena. Biophysics is an interdisciplinary science that applies approaches and methods traditionally used in physics to study biological phenomena. And the next one is optics. So, optics is the study of light and their characteristics. For example, reflection, refraction, diffraction, interference, all these are the phenomena of light. All these phenomena are studied under the branch of physics called as optics. Optics is the study of the behavior and properties of light, including its interactions with matter and the construction of instruments that use or detect it. Optics usually describes the behavior of visible, ultraviolet, and infrared light because light is an electromagnetic wave. Other forms of electromagnetic radiation, such as X-rays, microwaves, and radio waves, exhibit similar properties. Most optical phenomena can be accounted for by using the classical electromagnetic description of light. Again, there are several branches of optics which we are going to study in our further classes. Next branch is thermodynamics. So the word thermo means heat, dynamics means movement. Overall, thermodynamics means the study of heat that is in motion. Thermodynamics deals with the relationships between heat and another other forms of energies. In particular, it describes how thermal energy is converted to and from other forms of energy and how it affects matter. Thermal energy is the energy a substance or system has due to its temperature. That is, the energy of moving or vibrating molecules. Thermodynamics involves measuring these energy, which can be exceedingly complicated. Hence, thermodynamics is the study of heat and temperature in the matter. Astrophysics. So, astrophysics is the sub-branch of physics that deals with the objects which are celestial. For example, it is the study of planets, stars, comets. Astrophysics is the branch of space science that implies the laws of physics and it explains the birth, life, and death of stars, planets, galaxies, nebulae, and other celestial objects in the universe. It has two sibling sciences. They are astronomy and cosmology. So the next branch of physics that is acoustics. So acoustics is the study of sound, vibration, and their reflection, etc. The properties or qualities of a room or building that determine how sound is transmitted in it is predicted by the branch of physics that is acoustics. The branch of physics concerned with the properties of sound is known as acoustics. Next one is mechanics. It is the branch of physics which deals with the motion of the objects. So mechanics is the study of macroscopic objects. These are the branches of physics. Now let us move to the major discoveries in the subject physics. There are many more discoveries in physics that we have to learn. In this video, I will discuss some of the discoveries. In the year 1905, the scientist called as Albert Einstein discovered the photon. So students, I am sure you are aware that what is a photon is. A photon is nothing but it is the packet of energy. It is the tiny particle of the light. So this photon was discovered by Albert Einstein in the year 1905. So the next major discovery is the discovery of electron by J.J. Thomson in the year 1897. Further, Ernst Rutherford discovered proton in the year 1919. In the year 1808, John Dalton discovered the model of atom. And in the year 1932, neutron was discovered by James Chadwick. So the elementary particles of atoms are proton, electron and neutron. These were discovered in the 18th century itself. Further, the Isaac Newton discovered laws of motion in the year 1687 and Charles Augustin de Coulomb discovered Coulomb, that is the unit of charge, in the year 1779. Further, George Simon Ohm has given the Ohm's law in the year 1827. Next, in the year 1831, the electromagnetic induction theory was given by the scientist Michael Faraday. Further, Thomas Edison, who have discovered the bulb for this world, has also discovered another theory, that is thermionic emission, in the year 1880. In the year 1896, Henry Becquerel discovered radioactivity. In the sequence, in the year 1898, the radium was discovered by Marie Curie, who was a Nobel laureate for this discovery. Further, in 1900, the quantum theory was given by the scientist Max Planck. In the year 1905, the photoelectric effect was given by Heinrich Rudolf Hertz. Further, before the discovery of photoelectric effect in the year 1895, the X-ray was discovered by Wilhelm Röntgen, and the theory of relativity, which is the most famous theory, which was given by Albert Einstein in the year 1905. The atomic structure was discovered by the two scientists, those are Niels Bohr and Rutherford, in the year 1913. And lastly, in the year 1942, the nuclear reactor was discovered by Enrico Fermi. So these are the major discoveries in the subject physics. So dear students, now let us conclude this video with these discoveries. Next video, I will discuss the major discoveries of this subject, physics. Thank you.